Okay, we're back for some Rimworld today. Also, if you're watching this live, sorry I messed up the title. I had to stop the stream, fix it. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, back with some more Rimworld. If you remember last time, we were just getting, I believe, just getting Emily's death rest to end soon. Not 100% sure how soon, but we were just getting rebuilt after the fire. We had gotten a prisoner, and all was seeming to maybe be bouncing back. Let's find out. Okay. So, first things first, how long does Emily have left on the... Oh, okay. Maybe not so close. She's still halfway. But we do have this prisoner here who's got medical, which we really need to worry about, even though he can't do firefighting, cleaning, hauling, violent, or mining. Meaning he's delicate, so when he is in combat, he's just awful. So he exists just to deal with the medical needs, since the only doctor we have is Zorkin. So if he needs medical help, he'll be here for him. But yeah. So, we do still need to finish building the chairs and stuff, but I am going to forbid 6 of them so that we only have 6 chairs. The reason for that, we only have 3 colonists, so we don't even really need that many, honestly. But yeah, I want to save wood because Emily is our wood chopper, and so therefore, if I run out of wood, we can't cook more food, which is not ideal. So, yeah. I'm actually gonna, just for the sake of making it look nice, I'm gonna do it that way. Plus, then they're closer to the food, so it'll be a little faster. Not just for looks. But yeah, we are starting by converting him, rather than recruiting him, because there is a chance, although small, that Zorkin could get a inspiration that gives him an instant recruit. Again, very unlikely, but it's possible. Now, I am building a table and 2 chairs in the bedroom as well, as you can see. I'm doing that for when they wake up in the morning and they carry food in their inventory, because for some reason they do that. I don't know why. I really wish that there was a setting to turn off for that, so that they wouldn't just constantly carry food, but as far as I know, there isn't one. This will be where they actually eat, like, dinner. So there we go. Now we've got a nice, well, we've got a decent dining room and rec room. So, of course, now a solar flare, so our food can start rotting. Well, at least Zorkin's able to clean up right now, and at least this happens while Emily is death resting, so... I mean... it could be worse. Anyway... so we do have an arm here, which if you remember, we actually need to replace Zorkin's arm, which is why we wanted Dark Light over here. So until then, we are researching geothermal just to get that way better power gen out of the way. We do have the geyser right here, and then another one right up here, so it's a pretty decent starting area, I'd say. Our walls are built out of steel just to avoid another fire like last time. We do not need that. So, yeah, let's... honestly, at this point, it's just a waiting game. So we could do some planning now. I guess we'll do that while we wait. So, we've got a dining room slash rec room that is, you know, not quite built, but it's getting built. I will unforbid those a while. We've got a storeroom that definitely is going to need expanded, and it's going to need shelves to be able to store the sheer quantity of garbage. We're gonna need to, using our tailoring bench, get extra human skin, rather, so we can have an extra duster, because we need to have Dark Light ready to wear his fun clothing, we'll say. Now, we do need them to eat, it's not on here, need to eat some cannibal meat every now and then so as to keep their mood up. Right now, it doesn't look like we have any cannibal meals. Yeah, he's just cooked with corn. But we do have some human meat stored, so worst comes to worst, I'll let them eat some raw human flesh, which does give them the mood debuff of eating raw meat. However, it will get rid of the debuff of not eating human meat. So it's kind of a give and take thing. Maybe I could possibly set it so that it prioritizes making meals with the human flesh. However, if I do that, then the corn, once I run out of human flesh, we'll yet again have the problem with the corn just being the only thing we use, but then we won't have any backup flesh. So, yeah, if anyone, either in the VOD comments or in the stream, knows of any mod to make it so that they add a sprinkle of human meat to every dish, if we have it available, please let me know, because that would be very helpful. But yeah, right now Zorkin's just going on a walk. The schedule I do have assigned right now involves Emily sleeping for a decent bit of the day, but she does have what am I thinking? Sanguiphage. She has the gene that makes her have a UV sensitivity, which is why I did that. It is only a 90% speed debuff and a -6 mood debuff, so it's not that bad. But I figure it's better to just have her sleep through at least part of the day so that she's most of the time not affected by it. Again, it's not that bad. Also, Emily's up. She's finished her death rest and she is awake. So, first things first, let's get some more wood because I don't want us running out. And now that we have more wood, or rather are getting it, let's get another chest set and let's finish these chairs. Now, once Darklight is on our side, I am going to turn this into his room. So, to be ready for that, let's give him a table and chairs as well. Plus, that'll help keep his mood higher for while he's in the prison, because he'll be able to eat at a table. If we get any prisoners after that, then I will probably just turn the battery room into their room. It's not very nice, but, like, who cares? I don't need to have an actual, like, you know, ethical prison yet. I mean, technically I never do, but you know what I mean. It's not that important, is what I mean. So this is improving the rec room's stats, so now it's somewhat impressive, and the rest of these chairs will just keep improving that. Hopefully one day we have a colony that actually makes use of most of these chairs, if not all of them. Because the more colonists, the better. It will mean bigger raids, but it will be hopefully worth it. Right now, since we've only got Emily and Zorkin, most raids should be relatively simple. But that's it. For that exact reason, we do want to set up a perimeter wall as soon as possible, so that way we're ready for when they aren't simple. Now, this geothermal location is close to the base, but it's not great how close to the edge of the map it is, because I'll pretty much have to have a wall right at the edge of the map here then. Which isn't that bad. I don't mind it that much. The only problem with it is that by doing that, we're basically going to have to hope that that's not the... I can't think of what... We have to hope that sappers don't spawn there. Because if a sapper spawns there, then we got someone who's going to break the wall right next to the wall. Whereas if, you know, sappers spawn way over here, yeah, they're still going to break a wall, but they'll have to actually have travel time between the edge of the map and here, which, you know, especially if they spawn down here. Oh, don't even get me started. If they spawn down here, we have so much time. But that's why I prefer to build near the middle if I can, is just for the travel time. Also, now that we have Emily back, I can have him no longer wardening. I had him wardening just in her stead. But now we've got Emily here to do that. Now, Emily is, I mean, she's got that really nice sword. She's got a fine helmet. We do want to probably work on getting her a better helmet at some point, because Cataphract doesn't give you any debuff, unlike the armor. You know, armor... okay, she's changed out her pants. Anyway, armor-wise, Cataphract slows you down so much that's sort of like, what do you want? Also, you know, is it worth slowing down that much for the Cataphract armor on a character who can't die if she takes damage? I mean, she can get downed theoretically permanently until we replace an organ, but she can't die. So I'm not sure if it's really that big of a deal. Now then, so he is getting converted slowly over time still, so that is nice. It is still going to take a while before he's no longer part of the loyal collective. Also, apparently he has a dead sister, so that's nice. At least it happened off camera, I guess. So basically he doesn't care that she died. He does think of us as acquaintances. Also, I didn't realize that Zorkin has a brother, apparently. And Emily has a son. There's a lot of a lot of shit going on here. I do kind of dislike the way Rimworld does relationships, because the whole idea is that you're crash landed on it. Like, if you're in a tribal start, I get it, right? You're gonna have families spread around. But the whole like scenario that I'm in right now claims that we were on a transport and then we had to like escape and go to this Rimworld. Why would we just happen to be flying near the planet that has like all of our family? I'm not a fan of that aspect of Rimworld. But anyway, we do need to make some extra pants, it seems. So that's... Oh, I can't believe I didn't realize. I need to set this to only 51% or higher. And yeah. That way, when their pants get low durability or shirt or whatever, they won't count it. Because otherwise they won't make replacements. I'm gonna forbid this synth red shirt as well. Even though I don't think they can wear it, I'm still gonna have them forbid it, just because I'd rather them not try and wear it. Now, there's a lot of trash in Darklight's room. I'm sure that's, yeah, not helping him very much. So yeah, on the bright side though, I'm pretty sure that his having a low mood does make his certainty loss, or his mood buff, worse. Yeah. So at least by keeping him upset, it does mean that he's not gonna take as long to convert. But at the same time, I'd still rather have him be a bit more happy, just because I don't want him to have a mental break. That's kind of really annoying. A war merchant. Okay, well, Emily, once they get close, I'll be trade with them. Oh, and it looks like one of our plants got eaten by, I'm assuming, the rat, because she had to re-sow the area. That's kind of annoying. Now, let's sell off the awful weaponry we've got here, because, oh man, it's truly awful. And let's sell the synth thread clothing that we don't need. Now, a double strand parka could be nice if we get a cold snap, but I think we're fine. A female mega sloth could be, oh, that could be a game changer for if we do decide to travel anywhere. But the problem is, it would be a while until then, I would think. But the wargs, on the other hand, sadly they're both female. I would love to have a male and a female so we could breed them. They could be helpful for combat. I think for now we're fine though, so I will leave it at that and just sell off the bad gear. But that does get me thinking. Do we have anyone who's like good with animals? Not really. What's your stats like for animals? Yeah, even worse. So Zorkin's only got a 3. It might be best if we start training him up on... Oh. What are your stats looking like? Quick sleeper, I like that. Psychically deaf, lazy. And also incapable of firefighting. Why is the only person in this entire planet who's capable of firefighting Emily a vampire? Yeah, I'm not keeping her. She can bleed out. I don't want her because awful stats. Like, lazy is just such an awful trait. It is, especially on someone who's medical. Like, you need fast work speed if you're going to be a doctor, so that way you can, oh, I don't know, save someone's life. Also, I was wondering if Zorkin had food poisoning. He was moving pretty slow there. Oh, good. They almost took his seat. That would have really upset me if they took his seat and then he was just stuck standing to eat. Boy, he takes so long to eat with that food poisoning. I'm gonna have him clean up the room a little bit. And clean up this room as well, just so it's clean for cooking's sake. I don't think he should have started that. He takes so long to cook. Here's what I don't get. Why does it take him so long to cook with food poisoning? You're putting it on a stove and then cooking it. How does your health affect the cooking time? It's not like chicken noodle soup takes longer to put in a microwave if you have a cold. Or that, like, putting corn on the grill, it's going to take more time to cook because of that. Also, a pyromaniac is passing by. Yep. Emily really is the only person capable of dealing with fires in the entire planet. I'm gonna go blood feed from Darklight. That'll give him a little minor debuff. But I don't care, frankly. You know, it also, I'm mostly doing it because him having blood loss isn't that important because he's not doing anything. I do wish that the blood feeder mark were permanent. I know that that's probably like a contentious opinion. Maybe they could make that a another negative effect to syncophages to make them balanced even more. I just think that'd be great. Hey there. Okay, we've almost converted him. Only like one more attempt should be necessary. And once we've got him converted, we can start to recruiting him. Before you cook those meals, we need to clean some of the blood in his room. Yeah, I was saying, I think the blood feeder mark, just to, because I mean, syncophages are way overpowered. I mean, let's be honest here. The mild UV sensitivity and the death rest are like nothing. Tinder skin is whatever, unless you're fighting flamethrowers. It's a lot of mediocre nerfs for an extremely strong class. I think maybe to make it a little more balanced, they should have the blood feeder mark. Maybe it doesn't have to be permanent per se, but it should last a lot longer. Right now it lasts like a couple hours, that's it. I think they're strong just because you can send them into combat with like a really good helmet and then completely naked for the rest of their clothes, and while they might get downed, they won't die. And that's just so strong, in my opinion, having a character who just pretty much, if you give them a good helmet, they won't die. Especially because you know, like with cataphract armor, it slows you down, but the cataphract helmet doesn't. So you can give them the actual best in slot helmet, and they are completely safe from death pretty much. And they don't get slowed down. That's just, like I said, that's just my opinion. I'm sure that they are weak in other ways. I know that, you know, I play modded Rimworld a lot too. I can totally get that. I will say though, the one problem with blood feeders that I've got right now, she's the only person in my colony right now who is capable of firefighting, but she's a blood feeder, which that's not a good combo. It literally day one of this colony, it burned down. Yeah, the entire thing burned down because he is incapable of firefighting. And here's the great part. This guy who I'm recruiting is too. I didn't have a chance to make fire breaks. I had literally had like 2 or 3 wooden shacks that I had set up. Like 1 bedroom, 1 dining room, and 1 storeroom before it happened. It was just a lightning strike right outside my base. I had no way of stopping it. It was because like I didn't even have... I think I had barely enough steel to make a research bench when it happened, or something like that. It was early. Yeah, see, I thought that would happen. Don't worry, the rain waited until the whole thing was to the ground. I mean, it's fine. I came back from it now. It was just, that's why I've got steel walls. I do have... This is lightly modded. Mods that I think are just nice quality of life, including one that makes the flammability on steel 0 because it's steel. It shouldn't burn. That's just how I feel. I mean, pardon me, but I don't think you can take a match to a steel beam and light it on fire. But yeah, I know fire breaks are an option as well. I just personally prefer to use steel or stone walls if I'm not modding. Just because the sheer amount of steel you have to spend building like a fire break is kind of upsetting. Also, I never did check. What's his... Oh, whoa. Oh yeah, no, I play like heavily modded when I play on my own. I just didn't want to do that for a stream quite yet. Maybe sometime like in the future, but dirt paths, pretty sure those are modded as well. I'm not sure what mod, because I've played with those before, but I'm not sure what mod. See, I agree that it's really fun, but I think that Rimworld is such a great game that even though the mods make it better, it's also great on its own, and I wanted to stream some like low tier modding so that way it's a little less extreme for people who either haven't watched Rimworld or haven't watched modded Rimworld. I don't want them to just get thrown headfirst into the ocean of mods that I have installed, because like I've got in my personal save, I think I have 200 mods installed, which means that it takes like 5 minutes to load. Oh, I am so excited for 1.5, especially because now they're encouraging people to not just cut off the legs of our prisoners, but also their arms. Or at least their hands. But in all seriousness, I do think that the changes they're making in 1.5 look really good, and I think I'm intrigued by the DLC. I don't think it's going to be able to measure up to Biotech, but yeah, the dragging themselves thing, when I saw that first image of like the bloody hallways where they had streaks from where they like crawled across the floor, my first thought was just that this is going to make every single after battle scene look like a horror movie. That is a good question. I would assume that they would, because they said that, manipulation is what determines how fast, or not how, if they're able to move or not. So if it determines if they can move, I would assume it will also determine the speed. That is a good question. I would assume yes. I would personally make it yes. I do not know who Void is. If that's a Rimworld YouTuber or streamer, I honestly, despite the fact that I stream Rimworld, I don't watch a lot of Rimworld. Oh, it's a modded faction? No, I've never played with that mod. What's it do? Or what's it add, I should say. Their average moving is over 1,000%? Jeez. How is that, like, fair? Like, unironically, like, I'm not trying to sound like a jerk. It's just that doesn't sound like it's balanced. Batteries are staying good. That's nice. Dozens of anti-grain? Okay, but what about an Architect Eraser? Can they tank that? I guess that is a good reason to do it, I guess, but that still sounds like, that sounds beyond the level of broken that I totally, definitely don't make my colony. Okay, I make my colonists extremely strong, and they probably do need something like that to fight. Okay, I was like about to say that's stronger than what I do, and then I'm like, oh wait a minute, in my personal colony, I've got a melee person who has like a legendary persona mono sword, and everything is architect. Like his bionics, his yeah. Okay, maybe that wouldn't be as overpowered as I thought of a faction fight. Oh well. Okay, we almost have geothermal, so let's start hooking up some wires. So basically, they're architect. Like, they are the architect faction. I think that's where I need to put that wire. That should be right. I mean, it would make sense, like, from a lore perspective, if the whole reason the architect make such extremely, we'll say, warlike items, like the Psychic Insanity Lance and stuff like that, is to prepare for, like, a void attack. That maybe it's, like, they're meant to, they're trying to defend from it. That'd be kind of interesting. Kind of reminds me of, like, a little bit about the the lore of League of Legends, where they have, you know, the Void is like a group there that they basically have defenders from the Void because Void creatures are so terrifying. 90 toxic waste packs. Ooh, that's an advanced component and 70 jade. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna irradiate my colony for some jade. Yeah, like, I play League of Legends, though not on stream, but I play League of Legends, and it's one of those games where if you like the lore, great. If you don't like the lore, still just as fine. You know, the lore isn't a center part of the game, but I do think it has an interesting lore. You know, if you do actually, like, if you're one of the kinds of people who likes the lore in video games, it would be worth looking into. There are some characters who are just like, man, I like their story, you know, he or she has like this really cool backstory where whatever happens, or, you know, I can't wait for them to deal with whatever future event. Though I will say the people who make League of Legends do sometimes with the lore. And Swain's backstory, oh yeah, Swain's backstory is, I'm not gonna say it's like the best, but it's peak. Personally, my favorite, and I am biased because I main him, Mordekaiser is my favorite. I think his story is so cool. Just a guy who's just so angry at his faith being wrong that he effectively is like, fine, I'll make it myself. Just too angry to die. It's like Trindamir's ult, but just as a character. So, let's see. Darklight should be recruited soon enough. Yeah, for real, except he's like the evil brother, because at least the Doomslayer... See, the Doomslayer is like fighting against the forces of hell, meanwhile Mordekaiser's more along the lines of creating the forces of... Not quite hell. I mean, he's building his own afterlife, and it is built on suffering, so... Close enough. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think League's just got some of the best villain lore. And, you know, the Void's no exception. Like, you know, the Void in League being just a unstoppable force that, you know, so many people try to fight, but realistically no one's going to be able to take down is such a cool concept. You know, it's like the Tyranids from Warhammer, and, you know, just, you know, zombies in a zombie apocalypse story. It's just the idea of an just completely unbeatable enemy where the way you beat them is by just not dying to them. Oh, an eyeball. That is an exotic good, I suppose. Okay. Death Rest Capacity Serum, please. I need that. Some advanced components would not go amiss. Superhero genes? I've seen it, mod, but I haven't installed it. I'll get some regular components too. I'm just gonna burn through my money. And ingest that serum. Now, with with those components, we can make a death rest casket. So let's build one in this room. And let's make Zorkin have his own room finally, so he's not stuck sleeping with Emily. Okay, let's get an actual casket for her. Speaking of Emily, get a drink after you're done with that. Oh, thrombos, that's nice. I'm probably not gonna actually fight. I don't know where the thrombos went. Probably not gonna actually fight you two. But you know, feel free to hang around my colony. Are either of you like? I mean, okay, a stab scar, 99% efficiency. Okay, yes, you're both full health basically. I was gonna say, if either of you is like suffering from artery blockage, then maybe I'll fight, but... Oh. Recruitment attempts will begin. Okay. Well then, we'll need to start working on the new prisoner room. And start building the roof a while, so that way we can chop down the trees a while as well. Although Zorkin is awful at that, so I don't know why. Whatever, he'll take his time. Oh gosh, he is botching so much of this psychoid. I do think that we have, yeah, we still have to get the drug production research, so that's gonna take a little while before I can use this psychite, but we've got a month. Also, I never did set this to Emily. Now, I would like to make some accelerators, but I will run out of steel if I do that. I mean, it sounds interesting. Like, is it anything like vanilla expanded ancients, which adds superpowers, but it's sort of like a mutants sort of thing? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, so it's okay. I'm going to set up a ritual spot and go ahead and do a role change. Make Emily the Sanguinist. Gotta love morbid ideologians, just a bunch of skulls appearing. Okay, does that count as having a... Yeah, no, it doesn't count as having a Bloodfeeder Master. Also, she needs some human meat, so... Get to it. So does he. Let me change these schedules as well. Or work, I mean. Yeah. We won't have you do wardening. You can take over for cooking, though. That's nice. Have you... you don't need to help with construction. Okay, yeah, no, that seems fine. And now... Zorkin, you need a new arm. So, let's... Dark light. Please don't mess this up. This is like our one attempt that we get. So, that sounds interesting. I might have to look into that on my own. Okay, good. Sorkin has a new arm now. Oh wait, yeah, and Emily doesn't have medicine because she's a... Why? I was like, why does she not have medicine set? And then I remembered she's a blood feeder. I'm just gonna move these around. Tree Assassin Squad? You're getting me interested in something I can't do right now. How dare you? I know what I'm doing after the stream ends. Also, I missed. I placed that light in the wrong area. Are you food poisoned again? Oh no, you're anesthetized. I forgot. I was like, why are you moving so slowly? Then I remembered. I literally drugged you. Oh well, we forget things sometimes, and sometimes that thing we forget is the massive amount of drugs in your system. I mean, to be fair, I already did play heavily modded. I just haven't played that specific one. Okay, dude, stop botching. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to help anymore. You just lost growing privileges, Darklight. You just ruined like 3 plants in a row. Now, the Royal Tribute Collectors are here. Plasteel Longsword, knives. Okay, these weapons aren't too strong. Do you think I could, do you think I could take on the Thrumbos, or at least one of them, if I shoot one and bring him over to these guys? Maybe the one with the scar. Let's see, who's my... Oh, Darklight doesn't have a weapon. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, he's incapable of violence. Duh. Okay. We do have a really good weapon for Zorkin here, so let's hopefully... Oh, you had to miss. Let's hopefully get some good damage on it before it starts chasing him. Because a Masterwork Great Bow does insane damage if it hits a good spot. Where'd he hit? Right in the kidney. That's, I mean, yeah. Damn, that's a pretty good bleeding spot. Emily, you should probably go inside. I don't want you out here yet. Go in here, actually, so you can come out once it's attacking them. Okay. Emily, you can come out now. Oh no, they like me a little less. Who cares? I have a Thrumbo dead now. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I mean, I was kind of worried because they didn't have any, like, Spacer Tech weapons. I usually don't fight Thrumbos until they have Spacer Tech weaponry, but... I'll just prioritize the hunt and tell Zorkin to do that a while. Emily, why don't you go ahead and get some more blood from Darklight. Zorkin, you killed the Thrumbo. Now let's get the other one while we're at it. Okay, Thrumbo Revenge. Get the hell out of there. And new fighters have emerged. So I'm pretty sure I just hit the, yeah. Okay, you are aiming for the Thrumbo, right? Yeah, you are. You just missed. I mean, usually, but this is a Thrumbo we're talking about. And they have, like, no melee weapons left except someone with a knife. go. 2 Thrumbos killed. Now I can use their horns. Or, well, sell their horns. I mean... well, hang on, actually. What is the melee DPS? 10.53 and 41%. Yeah, no, okay. I'll sell the horn. I thought maybe it'll be better than what we've got currently. No, it's not. It's not even close. Zorkin, you want some human meat? Well, you do realize you're literally the cook and you're the one choosing not to make any human meat. So, whose fault is that exactly? I do like having them eat raw food and just giving a -7 to their mood so that I can get rid of a -2 after a day of waiting. I'm gonna move these research benches over into Darklight's room, by the way, just because... Oh, hey, geothermal. Just because I need room for her death rest to actually work. I need to put like an accelerator and stuff near it. I'm gonna prioritize the accelerators first, so that way it's as fast as possible, because she is literally my best pawn. So those 2 Thrumbo horns should fetch a decent price, because they are worth 800 each, so pretty good. And we're good on food, so we don't need to plant more. Emily can just plant a bunch of psychoid. She probably should have hauled what's outside first, but oh well. It is thankfully refrigerated because... Oh, no, it's not. I thought it said refrigerate. It said not refrigerate. I can't read. I was going to say, wait a minute. Why would it be refrigerated at 60 degrees? Zorkin, once you're done with those pants, please start hauling shit. I do have a mod that makes hauling a little less painful because now it's based off of weight instead of stack size. So, hence why he's able to grab so much psychoid leaves. Wow, that was a decent haul. Well, everyone's wearing human leather except for Emily, who's wearing a normal duster because she just feels like looking cool, I guess. Oh, I never actually made the geothermal plant. Oh, I wasted 1 power conduit. For some reason, I thought it was 1 tile smaller. Oh well. It's like 1 steel wasted. Let's just turn this into a good old-fashioned prison. Hey, welcome back. We harvested all this psychoid. Well, some of it's still laying outside, but we have most of it inside now. Oh, well, Zorkin. Okay, now we have all of it inside. So we have a nice 2,912. Of course, Drug Empire. I mean, think about it. You could literally grow money. I mean, with an organ empire, you gotta hope people attack you, but with a drug empire, they just come to you. Or rather, it comes out of the ground. I mean, I think that the best way, like, mathematically, would probably be art. If you have, like, a level 20 artist, I think you can just make a whole bunch of statues that are worth a lot, but I think drugs is the most fun. It's also the easiest compared to the art one. The art one, you need to get someone to level 20, whereas drugs is just like, no, get someone to growing level 6 and done. So this warg here might be an issue. Is Zorkin low on blood? No. Is Darklight low on blood? No. Well, Emily. you're thirsty, so have a little sip. Since he's useless in combat, I don't really mind drinking from Dark Light because, I mean, look at these stats. He's only good for things not involving fighting. You can't even mine. Poor guy is only here as like a temporary doctoral sense. Like once we get a better doctor to come in, he's gonna be replaced. But actually, you know what? He does have good social. He could replace Emily once she becomes the leader of the faction. His stay is probationary, we'll say, because it might not be oh, multiple angles. Oh, that's actually a large amount of Yatakin. At least for this stage in the game. You have a pump shotgun. You also have a pump shotgun. Yatakin, Edekin. I pronounce it Yatakin because I don't care. I don't care how it's pronounced. I've heard people pronounce it so many different ways. I don't care anymore. Well, let's get the 2 combat ready personnel ready. Let's go for the loner first. Thankfully, they're not all coming at once. We are getting a chance because they're setting up before the raid. Just hold your ground there, Zorkin. And, ooh, good. Ooh, and it's in the leg. I can kite him now. What's your range with that? Oh. I'm fine. You're just standing there for fun. You can't... I was gonna say, you can't hit me from there, dude. Ooh, and now the other okay, yeah, that was... You poor man. Well, this is the group that I'm actually scared of, because 3 of them. Since they do have the strong melee damage, I would really like to avoid fighting him. Even if he has only a poor steel knife, I could see him doing quite a bit of damage. Sorry, her. They all are covered in hair. It's kind of hard to remember to actually check their gender. The other 2, on the other hand... Also, why'd they send a bunch of teenagers? I just noticed. What was the age of this one over here? Why did they send a bunch of teenagers after me? The oldest one is 19. I mean, I say that knowing full well I would do the same thing. Okay. We were gonna want to prioritize probably the shotgun person, but the knife wielder we will get at least 1 shot in on before that. Oh well. Oh well. Get the shotgunner. Emily, can you kite this one? Yeah, you can. Oh, Zorkin, no. Oh, Emily, no. Don't mess up the kiting. Okay, there we go. Had to get him. Emily, are you still fast? Oh, no, you got hit in the leg. You're not. Okay, you're gonna have to fight then. In which case, I don't want to accidentally cross-hit you. I could have her long jump away if need be. If this doesn't go well. Oh, she got sand in her eyes. Or gravel, sorry. Oh, she still did it, though. Okay, he's gonna die soon, so I'm gonna have him back off and just go rest. Emily can handle it from here, hopefully. She gets shot 1 more time before she got to him, though. I don't have one, no. When I say lightly modded, I mean lightly. There's like 5 mods in this, and that's pretty much it. Oh my goodness, Emily. That's insane. Oh, you completely destroyed that person. Yeah, sand, gravel, and dirt can all be kicked into someone's eyes randomly, and it really lowers their accuracy. Body purist, ugly chemical interest. Well, I'm not saving you. Wait. Chemical interest, Tito Taylor. So they sent a bunch of teenagers who also have, like, differing opinions about things. It sucks that the brawler died. Wait, that was a brawler? Okay, Emily should be not dead, but she should be a lot more hurt than she is. How long until you die? 4 hours, 5 hours. Okay, Emily, capture this one. Let's unforbid their stuff. Zorkin might need to get saved by Darklight. He might go down from blood loss. Oh, there goes the thrombo meat. Darklight, I like your enthusiasm. Please save him. So we didn't get any permanent damage on Zorkin, thankfully. Emily, you should also probably sleep. Can we save him in time? We can. Her. Well, it doesn't really matter the gender, because either way, this is organs. That's why I saved her. I might practice my social skill on her first, though. Just because I can. Emily, please lay down so he can treat you. Oh, Zorkin will do it. What's the mod? Oh, Zorkin, you are so slow at this. There we go. That's an actual medicine skill at work. That does sound interesting. I'll definitely be You're getting me to just want to play a whole bunch of heavily modded stuff, and I can't do that right now. I need to focus on what's going on now. Also, awful barracks -4. It's not a barracks. Here, look, I'll break these. It's just a bedroom. Now you feel better? Awful prison cell. Same exact mood debuff. Well, what can you do? Emily's back up already. That's nice. Are we out of steel for this? We are. We need to do some mining. Who can mine? Emily, of course. She's the one who can do, like, everything. She's pretty much the only one who can do anything. Okay, she'll go to mine that steel now so we can get this geothermal set up. And how many of these can we have? I think... What's the limit? Does it not say it on here? Well, I know you can have at least one. So I will build one, and then I'll look up how many I can have in total. I think it's 2, if I remember correctly. Maybe it says on the... No, it doesn't say any specifics. Oh well. Oh, yes, actually. I've played not just Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I actually played the tabletop game that it's based on, Vampire the Masquerade. I got taught it by my father, and now I DM for it for my friends, and it's really fun. And the video game is really fun too, even if it did have some questionable changes from the tabletop game. Why can no one clean? Zorkin's the only one who can clean. Yep. I've played that one a lot. I haven't played it recently, just because when I played it, it felt really bare bones. Because mind you, this is like a couple years ago. But when I played it, it felt like they definitely needed to add some more. Also, how many gazelles? 3. Okay. It felt kind of bare bones, and I just didn't really like that part of it. It felt like it needed more added to feel more enjoyable. Oh, well, actually, the one I played wasn't called that, so unless they changed the name, I may have just played a different one altogether. Ooh, some compacted machinery. Really? At the top? So I'm assuming, since you asked, you've played Bloodlines. Have you played the tabletop game it's based off of? Kinda. You don't just kill them, you have to eat their soul. In the tabletop game, at least. Yeah, no, it's if you like D&D and you like vampires, it's a really fun game. I do think it's a bit... Is that kind of the problem Rimworld has, where the creators want it to be a storytelling game, and they do that to so high of a degree that they kind of ignore what the people want sometimes? Like, Rimworld doesn't have too much of that problem, it's just that, like, to a certain degree, it has that problem, but Vampire the Masquerade really has that problem. It's a really fun game, but there's a lot of rules that are, like, really dumb and need to get house ruled out, because the people who made the game are very, like, weird, like they put combat mechanics into the game because I mean it's like D&D, it's going to be combat, but then they got upset at people for making characters based entirely around combat because it's supposed to have a focus on storytelling. But it's like, why would you put why would you put a whole bunch of info on how to do combat encounters if you don't want people to do combat encounters? So yeah, there's a little bit of from the community, but if you're willing to house rule a little bit, that game is really enjoyable. Also, since your name is Chaotic Catholic, I think you'd appreciate the lore. I'm not sure, since you said you watched a couple playthroughs of Bloodlines, do you know the lore? Too true. But yeah, no, do you know the, like, lore of Vampire the Masquerade? Because, well, you might, like I said, with the name Chaotic Catholic, you might appreciate it. Basically, in that universe, the vampirism started because the Christian God, when he cursed Cain for killing Abel, the curse was vampirism. Cain is the first vampire. So, yeah, I had it right before the solar flare, so it caused some very interesting power issues. Let's start making some yayo soon, come on. Well, believe it or not, the people who make Vampire the Masquerade, like the tabletop game, they have a lot of tabletop games that are all set in the same universe, but depending on which game you buy, you play as different characters, and they do have a werewolf version as well, which is called Werewolf the Apocalypse. So if you like werewolves, could look into that. I don't know anything about that one, to be fair, though. But yeah, they're all set in the same universe, basically. So, like, in the vampire universe, there's vampires, werewolves, mages, shape changers, mummies, ghosts, demons, and all of those have their own game tied to them. Every single one has its own unique game. So, yeah, even ghouls, which if you've seen a playthrough of the video game, you may have seen ghouls. If you didn't, they're basically vampire thralls, but they're their own species because they aren't just mind controlled, they're actually like fed vampire blood and it turns them into one. Even they have their own unique game for if you want to play as one of them instead of playing as a vampire. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of games. You know, it's called Ghoul Fatal Addiction. They're always like the name of the creature and then whatever title, like tagline to go with it. So, you know, Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, etc. Ghoul Fatal Addiction. I don't know all of them offhand, but yeah. Back to raids. I should have checked their stats before I started letting them get closer. Oh, hang on, those are some frag grenades. Well, you know, Vanilla Expanded does have a Lycanthropes add-on for Rimworld. I think it's called Vanilla Xenotype Expanded or something like that. And then Lycanthropes. And since you like werewolves, I'm sure you appreciate that in the Vampire Masquerade universe, werewolves are so insanely busted strong. Let's use that for cover. Okay. Please aim for Emily with those grenades. Or just come right into melee range. That works too. What was that? What was your plan there, Lawman? I'm going to walk directly up to the person with a sword with these frag grenades. Yeah, it seems like a good idea. Yeah, and that's why, like, in that universe, like, if you're a vampire who wants to take out a werewolf, you're pretty much gonna need a lot of vampires to help you. Because, in actual, like, the tabletop game terms, the whole reason why werewolves are so strong, basically, vampires can heal fast. Werewolves are like fucking Deadpool. They don't go down. Oh, I forgot I broke the beds. Okay, maybe not quite that bad, but like basically, vampires can heal most damage within a couple seconds. The only thing they can't heal would be supernatural damage or fire damage. Werewolves, because specifically those types of damage are considered aggravated, which means it's like especially dangerous. Werewolves have their own aggravated damage. Silver, duh, silver beats werewolves. They can still heal that in minutes. Vampires take an entire day to heal aggravated damage. Werewolves heal it in minutes. Yeah. That's why they're like nigh unkillable. Because the thing that would put a vampire out of commission for a day will take a werewolf like a couple minutes of just going like, okay, I'm better. It's just that easy for them. Not to mention they just are insanely strong, but I'm just saying, like, that's the part that makes them hard to kill. Hey there. Is he gonna die? Okay, no, he'll be fine. We can harvest his organs. Yes. Currently, I have one in my in my single player playthrough. Did Emily lose anything? No. She's gonna blood feed from Tony over here. And would that kill? Yeah, that will. I'll just drink some more from Tony and knock her unconscious. Who cares? Okay. How much steel do we still need? About 80? Oh, we've got that. We've got more than enough of that. Now, all these passive coolers I forgot to forbid, but they never actually added any wood to them, so I guess it didn't waste any. Thanks for being lazy, colonists. It helped me save on resources. We do have a lot of tainted gear now, but I'm pretty sure my people don't care about wearing tainted gear. Let me make sure before I... Oh, I don't think I did actually specify that. Well, darn. She does have a bloodlust. That doesn't matter. I don't think that changes it. I think she needs to be a psychopath to not care about it. When she finishes mining these components, I'm gonna have her haul them so they stop deteriorating. And she'll bring some of the steel over while she's at it. Help Zorkin out. Oh, nope, Zorkin just wanted to haul 5 for this. Oh, well, don't worry, the power issues will be solved soon. And finally stop having to rely on wind. Oh, minor rave, don't worry, it'll even itself out in time. Give it a second. There we go. Oh, nope, hang on, it's still chugging. There we go. Nope. Yep, no. Okay, yep, we're good. We're good. Oh, I never can. I was wondering why it was taking so long to even out. It's because I'm an idiot and I never connected it. I'm so stupid. Please connect that to power so we can fill these batteries up quickly. There we go. Now it's generating power. Oopsie. And those batteries will fill up nice and fast. What's the series called? Clean up the blood, please. We can research faster. Ooh, items to trade. Oh, nothing that good. I just keep drinking the blood so that she's able to stay topped up, and I don't care if it knocks them unconscious because they're, you know, who cares? Did she just feed him raw corn? We have meals! Why'd you do that? What a dick! I don't like you, so here's a bunch of raw corn instead of an actual meal. What was that, Emily? Why'd you do that? That was so unnecessarily mean. No, we need you on drug duty, man. Actually. That does sound interesting. I like mods that make the AI a little bit less special and a little more actually a threat. Also, you should just drop this on the floor. There we go. Lots and lots of money. I do. So I have like a love-hate relationship with the traps in Rimworld. Are they the same as the traps where it's like they need reset after every use or rebuilt? Or are they like true traps that are like actually in place for a longer period of time than one use? I do like the realism mods. I especially like, my favorite way to play Rimworld is like really difficult starts, like hyper realism, single character. Oh, okay. So like the defenders have traps. Okay, I thought you meant like it adds like special traps for them. That's still interesting though. I'm not like knocking that. That's just. Why are you? No. Hall. You're like, yes, Hall, but actually mine. Wall charges and door charge? Oh, yeah, so, okay, so they'll just blow up your base. That's concerning. Emily, can you drink from either of these without killing them? Oh, this one won't even do anything to him. Oh, there you go. Keep her at 100%. Now, we do have this ancient danger here. You weren't here for it, just so you know, Chaotic, but, I have a very bad history with ancient dangers on this channel. They have ended like 3 different factions that I have created, all of them because the pirates within the cryosleep caskets are a lot stronger than my people tend to be. And I'm not very smart, and I always think, oh no, I've got them this time. And then I don't. And then they kill my faction off. It's just a... I'm not doing it yet. We would absolutely lose right now. Oh, okay. So you can absolutely destroy their defenses. Even better. Yeesh, that is some awful loot. Also, there's some gold ore here. Hello? I didn't notice you before. Free gold? Emily, stop puking. How do you even get food poisoning? You're a vampire. Can you wear this vest without feeling upset? Okay, yeah. Bloodlust does disable it. Well, there you go. I don't think it really matters, because, I mean, you can't take much damage, but we'll pretend like it does. Yeah, that plus like if you have pawns that are like bionic, it basically feels like a Terminator scene. You've got like the robo slash human pawn just blowing up the wall and then walking in with like its architect legs moving at light speed. Like, eesh, that'd be horrifying for the people you're attacking. Yeah, Combat Expanded. I like Combat Expanded, but I also don't play with it because I get upset when the enemy gets a shotgun and then shoots one shot and then my pawn is instantaneously dead. I get it. I get that shotguns are really strong in real life and the ammo part is really cool, but I have had too many good pawns die because of a single shotgun shot that I've gotten to the point where it's just like, I think I'll play without it. Yeah, I mean, the ammo part, I really like the whole, like, you can make some really expensive AP ammo to deal with raiders better, or you can have, like, the cheaper stuff for when it's, like, a tribal raid and stuff like that. I would absolutely play a mod that added just that. If it weren't for the damn shotguns, I'd still do the other version, the Combat Expanded. Extended, not expanded. So, Emily walked into this room and then puked all over this sleeping guy. Imagine you're trying to raid someone, they arrest you, they put you in a room with another person where it's just a grass floor and a light on the ceiling and nothing else. You finally get to fall asleep after your injuries are starting to subside. You wake up covered in someone else's vomit. Well, let's check. He's a jogger. I was hoping for something funnier for the trait, so I could have said something like, oh yeah, he is into it. Like chemical interest. I could have said, yeah, Tony's into it. It's a chemical. You look a bit chilly. The best part, I just realized the best part is she's puking up her meal. Her meal had human flesh in it, probably the flesh of the people he came to raid with. She probably just puked her friend's corpse onto him. Ooh, that's, That is another level of mean. Not even mean, that's cruel. Yeah, Rimworld moment. The person wearing flesh of other people came into your room while you were sleeping and puked up the remains of your best friend on you. Okay, we've got a decent amount of yayo already. Already sitting pretty at 280 and we still got more to craft. I will unsuspend these now as well, because Emily can work on that. Also, who are you people? Get out of my land! I wish I could see the, like, stats of a person who got butchered into a meal, so I could say, like, oh, yeah, of course that happened. Don't you realize the whole reason it happened is because he had a chemical fascination and he had something in his system that didn't agree with me, or something like that. Also, can you clean this dirt? I am leaving their room nice and vomit and blood filled, though. makes the lowering of resistance worse, which is what I want, because I'm not actually going to recruit them. I'm just training up my social skills, so making it take longer is a good thing. Yeah, you hate living here, but it's on purpose. It's so that you hate us more. Yeah, people have been asking for a diplomacy DLC for a while, so people were kind of surprised when that wasn't what we got. Also, 20 manhunting raccoons. I mean, I get 3 troopers, but 20? 20 manhunting raccoons. And that's not even very good rewards. Like, the barrel is nice, I guess. That's just it, though. I also don't want to feed people for the 16 hours I have to wait until the raccoons show up. Wait. I just had an idea. I just had a really good idea. I'm gonna accept this, but not for the reason that you would think. I'll just take the animal pulsar, I guess. But I'm gonna have the troopers take out the ancient danger instead. No, it's not even the food. I'm just gonna, because it says it doesn't matter if they die, so I'll send them to take out the ancient danger. Oh, they're throwing a party. They showed up and they were like, yeah, this place is great. Okay, I should probably wait until they get close by before I open this up. Okay, and let's put you 3 all there. And let's open it up, and then Zorkin can just walk away while you guys shoot in there. Oh, that's a centipede. Well, have fun. Now, run away, run away, run away, and let the mechanoids fight the pirates. Oh, well, one of them's down already. Oh, well. That's fine. Why don't you go ahead and self-tend yourself? Are the pirates gonna almost do it? I will say, of course, the one time that there's only 3 pirates is the time when I actually wanted there to be more. Nope, mechanoids won. What are the stats looking like? Ooh, tough and aesthetic, although depressive isn't great, but that's a very good pawn there. 41 years old isn't ideal, but ooh, I kind of want that. Also, tornado generator. Hello, I saw you. Emily, you need to go help them. They will die. Can you go here for better cover? Honestly, I'm just gonna long jump in once I get close enough. I'm gonna go for the centipede. Oh, I can't long jump over walls for some reason. Oh my gosh, she landed on the Lancer and instantly killed it. Take out the centipede. Come on, Emily, you got 18 melee. You can do this. I just had a heart attack. I thought she just died. That popping up suddenly scared the crap out of me. Come on, come on. Yes. That assault rifle's bio-coded, so that's not ideal. And I don't care if you guys die, because you literally don't matter to me. So, yeah. How about you just help me by hauling stuff? And your allies' deaths will be in vain. Also, wait a minute, what's death in 4 hours? Try to capture Hummingbird. I don't think we'll be able to get him there in time. If we send Darklight over, maybe. Tend and then capture him. You go back in there and haul stuff. I just want to get one of these wounds to stop bleeding as much. Actually, 2 would be better. I mean, I might. It depends. You know, see, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have a colony that actually lasts a while, but I tend to not have that happen because I'm bad at the game without mods. Oh no. She died. Anyway. 78 days. No years. So Hummingbird we definitely do want to try and recruit. Oh, and he's only got 1 resistance. Wow. Oh no. Did you not haul everything? You hauled everything that matters. I don't care about the revolver or the bolt action. I kind of care about that chain shotgun, but go get the chain shotgun. Yeah. So it's a little over a year, but I mean. Oh gosh, there's the 20 raccoons. I mean, what's the melee like ability, melee DPS of them? Oh, it's only 1.94. I don't know. I think MOAs can definitely take them. Yeah, they do have Scar, yeah. I just kind of wanted to kill him because I thought it'd be funny. Sorry, her. Okay, everyone is gonna get holed up inside the fridge/freezer so that we can eat. No, I'm just gonna have my people wait in the dining room, and they'll just sleep on the floor for now. I am gonna blood feed real quick. There we go. They're gonna be bored out of their minds, but... Oh! Also a mad turkey. And a sprout. Great. I'm glad my plants just got struck by lightning. Yeah, I don't care about that turkey very much, but I guess I should probably have him fight it. Her. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna wait him out in here and possibly have Emily go out and try and kill them. Possibly. Oh, lost to a turkey. Good job. I think Emily theoretically could pull it off. But if they go for the head, she does die. But she has a marine helmet. It is good quality. I'm gonna go for it. Start killing Emily. I think there are geese in America, though, aren't there? I mean, I say that as if I'm not an American who has seen geese. I don't know why I said that that way. Hunter lacks range. She got back up. Come on, Emily, you got this. It's just some scratches. She is actually, like, soloing this. I just want to point that out. Like, I know they're only raccoons, but she is soloing them. At this point, I could... Yeah, I was gonna say, at this point, even if she goes down, I could probably take out the rest relatively well. I mean, I would need the range, but yeah, she took out all but 8 of them. So yeah, she took out 12 alone. Jeez. And she is deathless, so she'll, and scarless, you know, so she will get back up on her own over time too, so I don't have to send them out yet. It does suck her sword's gonna decay a little bit out in the rain, but... Oh well. Okay, all the raccoons are gone temporarily. Let me stand here and get a defensive position to take on one. Nope. Missed. I was hoping to get one real quick killed. No, I'm not in one with capybaras. I'm sorry. Oh, the turkey is here. I need to get the bleeding to stop real quick. Oh, Emily got up. Emily, equip the sword. Or don't. Oh, she does have some rot stink exposure. Uh-oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, dark fight. Dark light, whatever. You think you could rescue her? Well, Zorkin doesn't have great melee, but he's just gonna be shooting while dark light basically grabs their attention. Oh, he got one! Okay, now lead him in here. I didn't want more than one, but he can take him out. Hopefully. Okay, maybe not. Maybe he can't. Come on. Come on, just get indoors. Oh, crap. Well. I got greedy. Are you done? Yeah, you're done bleeding. Why don't you go help with the everything going wrong? She's so slow. Okay, she got one of them. I think Darklight can rescue him. Come on, Darklight, you got this. Okay, all of the raccoons suddenly woke up. Go back in there. Or actually, go towards Moa's. Emily, wake up already. Oh, well. Man in Black will do it. I didn't want to have to use the Man in Black this early, but... Guess I gotta. So 3 hours and 5 hours. So Zorkin's definitely the primary saving target. Oh, manhunting guinea pigs have entered the area. How many? 5. Yay. Come on. The guinea pigs are here. We need to get inside. Just ignore them and try and get inside. He won't move. Damn. I wanted to save both of them, but I might not be able to save either of them now, unless Emily can... Oh, wait, no, Emily can't do medical. Oh, yeah, no. I lost Zorkin and... Oh, well, down to back down to just Emily, I guess. Oh, well, the other two were annoying anyway. Oh, she went into death rest. Because she's bleeding. Oh, well. The raccoons giveth and the raccoons taketh away. I'm not that upset because Zorkin was awful and Darklight was awful. They were both genuinely terrible. Zorkin wasn't as bad, like he has the good shooting, but they're bad. Honestly, I'm more upset about Hummingbird, who's gonna starve to death, than I am about either of my actual colonists. Which goes to show how bad they are. Moas, you should just get up. I think Moas might be able to get up in time to maybe do a little medical on Emily. No. Their blood loss is now extreme. Never mind. If only the turkey hadn't appeared. The turkey, unironically, I think is what ruined that, because it slowed down Moas so much and injured Moas so much extra that it actually ruined any chance I had there. Unironically, a single manhunter turkey. Oh well. The guinea pigs also didn't help, and 20 raccoons, I think Emily could have taken them better if I had long jumped away when she was getting low, let her heal up. All around, I played that very stupidly because I really don't care about losing any of the colonists except Emily. She is genuinely the only one I care about losing. And I wasn't going to lose to the raccoons. I don't think they're able to cut her head off. Oh. Well, good job, Hummingbird. You somehow just lost a fist fight with a guy who only has one leg and whose spine is permanently cracked. The involuntary death rest. I think I'm just gonna end it now. Oh, she can't walk still? Whoops. I forgot she still had blood loss. Whoopsie doodle. Oh well. I just get to have her lay here for a while. I'm pretty sure she will eventually get up once the blood loss wears off. And I don't think she doesn't need to consume hemogen for the blood loss, does she? Because if she does, then I actually did lose this colony, but I don't think that's true. Yeah, no, see, it's going down. There we go. No, Emily, do not go out there. Trivial malnutrition? Yeah, go out there temporarily just to pick up a meal. Actually, just to equip your sword. I had to kill that guinea pig. It was running right at me. Now she can't heal herself, so those are gonna be bleeding for a little while. Most of the animals outside are resting right now, so what I'm gonna have her do is I'm gonna have her go in here and blood feed. If only she was capable of medical, this would be a lot easier. Please hurry up. You need to blood feed on Tony and Lawman. Oh, she went down. Oh, a raid. Well, that couldn't have happened at a worse time. At least I got some hemogen in her. So she might get back up relatively soon. Sucks that the blood loss is going down so slowly. I mean, technically it's going up now because she's bleeding, but... Oh no, it is still going down because she's bleeding so little. There we go. Get my hemogen back up. And I just need to let them fight the raccoons right now, I guess. Oh, they killed the raccoons. Come on. Oh, don't miss every shot now, Emily. Come on, you gotta kill. Thank you. Now they're fleeing. I was gonna say, you just need to kill one and they'll flee. Okay. Emily's probably gonna go down from blood loss again. But that's fine. She's safe. That's what matters. Yeah, see, this is the problem with her not being able to self-tend. And thank goodness it didn't affect the inside of the building. %, 63%. Come on, back down to 60% so you can get back up again. Lawman just died of malnutrition. Okay, you need to feed Hummingbird. He's like the actual good one in the group, so we need to make sure that he's able to live. There we go. Honestly, I'm not even exaggerating here. Hummingbird single-handedly makes this worth it. This entire event was literally worth it just because of his stats. Because he can do firefighting and isn't a sanguiphage, so that already is a big bonus. I am going to just start recruiting him now, because I'll worry about his religion later. And I'll get some graves set up. Just killing that other person so I'm not wasting any more food. Let's haul the medicine and revolver and stuff in here. Get the great bow as well, because that's worth a lot in terms of damage capabilities. Yeah, I really don't feel bad about those deaths. The only thing I'm gonna miss is having a doctor, because Hummingbird is not very good at medical, and he's gonna be the only one who can do medical. That's the only thing I'm gonna miss. So yeah, would have been better if it didn't happen, but yeah, no, Emily, don't worry about planting stuff right now. Would have been better if it didn't happen, but it's not an emergency. Like, it's not the end of the world by any means. I guess, thinking about it, what I could have done if I really cared that much, I could have had Zorkin absorb her Xenogerm, so that way he would have been deathless as well, but that would have been a lot of Hemogen upkeep. I'm gonna change outfits and make a new outfit that's anything, just so that way Hummingbird over there doesn't take off his gear and put on human leather one, because that would be really bad for his mood. Especially because he's depressive, so permanent minus 12 is yeesh. I do think it's kind of dumb that he's a minus 15 for a hideous environment when he is an aesthetic, but whatever. But yeah, his tough gene, so nice, because even though he's going to be backlines because he's a shooter, if someone gets on top of him, he will be a lot safer than other people. Plus, if he gets shot while he's in the backlines. Okay, let's smith, Darklight, Zorkin. Why don't you go ahead and bury all of them? Where's the last one? I forget where he went. Oh well. Smith is somewhere. Oh, there he is. And I could have this, but it'll have such a low quality, I'm not gonna do it. No funeral. Make a little more cocaine before we work on the clothing, shall we? Especially since it's clothing that he can't even wear. Okay. All in all, very productive day, even if it seems reductive. And Hummingbird should now be joining. There we go. Let's change him to wear anything, so he'll stop taking off clothing. I don't want him to wear the tornado generator, though. That you won't be wearing that. So this room is slightly impressive. This one's awful, so you should have this one. There we go. An awful bedroom. Just what you wanted. Although, frankly, I could probably just do this and make an even worse bedroom for you. Let's change your stuff. Emily no longer needs to firefight now. You're the only doctor, so have fun with that. You can do childcare. You're not going to warden, though. You can handle, cook. There we go. And you do need a ranged weapon? Well, wouldn't you know it, we've got a great bow for you. I'm sure you love being woken up over and over again, but you're not even tired, so I don't know why you keep trying to rest. Oh, it's because you're injured. Duh. You should self-tend first. Okay. Pretty eventful. Like I said, we got Hummingbird, who is just 13 shooting is insane. I do know that for all his faults, we did have a better shooter before. However, he couldn't firefight, which is insanely awful. Having a tough aesthetic, I still don't know how it's pronounced, is so good. Yes, I know depressive is a -12, but the aesthetic will give him a permanent +5, so it's only really a -7. Lend a colonist for 21 days, no. As I was saying. But having the high animal skill is going to be nice for taming. Having a decent social means he can be a, whatever the blood feeder role is, I can't think of what I called it. He's not as good at intellectual, but who cares about that? Not as good at medical, which is the one thing I said before is going to hurt. But tough is just such a good thing to have. The shooting skill is nice and high. All around, that plus the ability to finally firefight, because we need the ability to deal with fires. Honestly, I'm still happy with how today went. Although he does need to clean up his environment because apparently he doesn't like that it's hideous. There we go. Now your room is hideous, but not as hideous. See, he's got the -5 from an unsightly environment, which is kind of dumb. I'll work on it. I'll make the floor look a little less ugly. I'll probably just have to give him like a really small bedroom to account for it. But I think that's enough for today. I think that went well. I know that it sounds like I'm coping out of my mind, but I genuinely think that went well because it is such a big deal to have a firefighter. I obviously could have gone better, right? Having him show up and be recruited without having the other two die would have obviously been better. I'm not denying that there were losses today. I'm saying they are acceptable losses all around. Pretty good. I still think I came out better afterwards than before, especially because, this is the most important thing here, I don't have that really awful doctor anymore who could do literally no combat and only existed to replace the arm for Zorkin who is now dead, so that ended up being for nothing. So really, that guy was recruited to replace an arm for someone who would later die. So really, he was recruited for nothing. So frankly, that guy's entire existence was nothing. Anyway, enough about that though. Hope you guys had a good stream. I'll be streaming more of this tomorrow. If you're watching the VOD, then well, you can watch it. I guess, like, if you're watching this after I already uploaded the next one, then I guess you could watch it right after. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, see you, anyone who's going to be here for the stream tomorrow. See ya!